America, how you doing? Ali Mehdaoui here. And Tuesday afternoon on my way to Maryland. So I got a nice 3.5 hours ahead of me for a quick 45-minute meeting, and then I'm coming back home for another 3.5 hours. So got 7 hours total, so it must be an important meeting, right? But anyhow, let's talk about today's topic with Ride With Me. So I want to talk to you today about a few things that you can or should never do, rather, that can help you close better. Whether you're selling a product, whether you're selling a service, whether you're marketing, whether you're a traditional business owner, or you're just trying to enroll somebody into an organization, into a community, whatever it is that you believe in it, you do. So there's few things, and I'm sure there's a lot more, but I'll share with you the few things that I had to work really hard on to be able to put a little bit of a positive impact on my daily activity, and also results in terms of business overall, whether in my traditional businesses or whether in my e-commerce and social marketing or whatever is out there. So the first things first, and I'm looking on the road, just remember, I got the GPS, I got the mirror, I got a few things going on, but I'm looking at the road. So first things first, one of the things that you want to make sure you're establishing is to educate. So if you're not educating your prospect, whether it is a traditional business owner, whether it is a prospect to be a partner or to be a customer of yours, you need to educate every single time. If you're not educating, there's no value, which leads to the second piece, which is added value. In other words, the prospects always ask themselves, why would I buy, or why would I enroll, or why would I have you, right, in my execution piece? So what added value do you personally add to me that I should spend my money or my time or whatever in you, right? The third thing that I would say to implement is to compliment. See, I do my homework on the person before I go to meet up with them, and you gotta be genuine. You can't be scripted and just made up, right? So let's say I'm gonna talk to somebody. I go to their Facebook first and I see what they're passionate about. I see what they like and what they don't like. So I don't ever mention the things that they don't like. For example, there are people who are very political, they go from the left wing or they go to the right wing. That's a hint for me. Do not ever talk to that person about politics, because no matter what you say, you're gonna be wrong, right? And also see if are they passionate about horses. That might be a conversation that you would want to start and say, hey, I couldn't help but to see in your Facebook you're passionate about horses. How many do you own, and how long you've been riding, and that kind of stuff that will create a little bit of instant relationship because of the fact that you cared enough to give them 2 ears to let them tell you about what they're passionate about. So compliment all the time, and don't mix compliment with hitting on somebody. Okay, it's not because a guy is handsome or a woman is beautiful that you can say, inappropriate things and consider those to be complimented. No, you have to be respectful and just compliment in a respectful manner. The next thing is to never ever bash. Don't bash another company, don't bash another service. It doesn't matter how bad any other company could be. And that's like probably one of the worst things that you can do, and many people do that. They'll start bashing one company to make theirs look good, or they'll try to bash one person so they can look good, or a product, or whatever the case may be. Do not do that. It's just not the smartest thing to do, or it's just not respectful to yourself as a professional to bash another company to make yourself look good. So just don't ever bash. Next thing, or the last thing, is to never argue. Now you might laugh and say, well, that's the obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people will argue to prove that what they have is better than whatever other people have or don't have. Or the customer will say, well, I can get that item a lot cheaper in Walmart, right? And you'll start arguing with them. No, but Walmart's product is not organic and it's not this. Yeah, but it's still 50% cheaper. No, but you don't understand. Now you're going back and forth, arguing, and it doesn't matter. See, in an argument, you either lose or you lose. You just never win, because even if you win the argument, how did you make the other person feel? Because at the end of the day, no one likes to feel bad or like an idiot, right? Okay, you proved your point. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you do. It's just not a good feeling. So here's the best way to diffuse an argument. You may be right. However, what I've seen in my experience is You may be right. However, what I've seen in my experience is, right? So just as a recap, these are things that you should just kind of like make sure you work on to assist you not fall in the trap of upsetting a customer or a prospect, or not necessarily losing that prospect. So you gotta educate, you gotta add value, you gotta compliment, not hit on, rather compliment. Never ever bash, and do not argue. You do those things and you'll see the positivity and the smile in that prospect's face to allow you to have a nice positive interaction. Not necessarily to build a relationship, but to actually say, I like you and I would like to do business with you, because people do business with people, not with companies and products. So I hope this helped you out a little bit. As always, go to that website right down there. Let me know how I can be of service. I offer free coaching, free help, conference calls, webinars, whatever you need. I do not need your money. I just need to give you a little bit more of what I wish I've done right, or help you avoid what you could have done wrong, as I done in the past. So with that, love you all and see you mañana.